Please don't do this to yourself. You're the most important asset in your business. And if you're not mindful of these 10 enemies that I'm going to share with you in today's video, no matter what you do, no matter what reputation you build for yourself on the internet and your online business, it's all going to go down the drain. So stay till the end of this video. I'm actually going to give you a detailed mind map on these 10 enemies, the concepts that I want to share, and also a formula on how you can be aware of and be super successful in whatever you do. And I have a few gifts for you at the end, okay? So stay till the end of this video and let's dive into the 10 enemies that has the potential to ruin your online business. Okay, so first let's get started. I want to first share with you, if you can see my screen, I want to share with you a few concepts. I want to get into the 10 enemies and then I will share with you a formula and give you some gifts, okay? So let's first understand the 3 concepts that I noted down, and you can see my screen here. See, the first concept is the world is changing drastically, and how things have been done in the past is changing even right now. So you need to be in a constant state of evolution and learning for you to be up in the game and not get redundant. So because it's like if you're standing on an escalator that's going down, it's always going to keep going down. So by you not doing anything to yourself and upgrading yourself, it's a by default scenario of you moving down. Okay, so the first concept is the world is changing and you need to keep changing along with it. The second principle is that we are stepping into a new paradigm of entrepreneurship. A typical entrepreneur 20 years ago is very different from an entrepreneur in today's day and age, 2019, 2020. So the paradigm has changed, and it's not like, a typical entrepreneur being in office, looking over their employees. The whole dynamic has changed right now. Like, for example, I work 100% from home, done over 2 crores without any employees, selling my own products online. Everything has changed. The way that I implement entrepreneurship is very different from what advice my granddad or what my dad would have told me. And the third thing is success is holistic. It is not just about making money. It's about physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, as well as the material part of the game. When all of this are combinedly positive, that's where you have success. If you're making a lot of money and if you have poor physical health, if you're making a lot of money and you have a very bad mental state of mind, or you're not emotionally stable, or you're not spiritually grounded, all of these things affect, and all of this actually contributes to success. So on that note, grab your notepad, pens and papers, and we will dive into the 10 enemies that can stop you from achieving massive success in your life. And I'll tell you, the reason I'm sharing this with you is not to say that I'm perfect, okay? I'm also not perfect, and the more that I share this with you and the more I reinforce these teachings back for myself, I'm just selfish. I'm doing this for myself. I'm sharing this knowledge for myself just to let you know that I'm also a work in progress, and the more I'm sharing this, the more I will be aware on me achieving success, okay? So the first enemy is short-term thinking versus long-term thinking. So many people, especially in the online space, they want to do something which is for a short-term gain. They want to make quick money, quick bucks, without thinking in the long-term repercussions or effects that it can have. So this is very typical in the launch space. Many of these internet marketers, they come up with this new product, they go for a product launch, and then they just launch it, they just make a quick buck, and then after that they don't really deliver any kind of value or support to anyone who's bought that product. So please don't be that kind of a person. You got to always think long term, and you always need to think in terms of customers for life. And whenever there's a decision that you need to make, whether it's a short term gain or a long term gain, always pick long term. And this has to do with credibility, integrity, and some of these deeper aspects. Okay, and even if you go back to that test that was done on kids. Don't eat the marshmallows. Go to YouTube and search for this. Don't eat the marshmallows. There was a Stanford study that was done on kids, 6-year-old kids, and those kids who ate the marshmallows, it was a test that was done on kids, and they told these kids, okay, if you don't eat these marshmallows for the next 10 minutes, you'll get another marshmallow. And the kids who actually ate the marshmallows within those 10 minutes, they did not become successful later on in their life. So the key to success is delayed gratification, long-term thinking. So this is the first enemy for your digital entrepreneurship journey is short-term thinking. The second enemy is bad health. You know what? You're working so hard and you are doing so much every day. You're grinding it, and if you don't take care of yourself, what is the point of doing all of this? Why do you want to make money? Do you want to just make money to pay your hospital bills? Come on, I experienced this personally because in the year 2015, I was working so hard and I actually went through a panic attack. I could not sleep for 2 weeks because I was not eating properly, I was not sleeping properly, I was sleeping late, and I was abusing my body. So from that moment on, I decided that, you know what, I have to take care of my health first. So as far as health is concerned, drink a lot of water. Okay, drink, if for every 20 kilograms of weight in your body, have 1 liter of water. Okay, so if you're 60 or if you're 80, 3 to 4 liters of water is very good per day, because 80% of our body is water, and you'll be really nourished. Okay, so eat good food, drink a lot of water, exercise, or even if you have to just walk for 30 minutes per day, break a sweat every day, because that's going to keep you in a good state of mind, because motion creates emotion. And when your emotion is at a high state, you'll be able to be performing at a great level in every aspect of your life, in your business, in your personal life, professional life, in all ways. Okay, so bad health is a huge enemy to your success. The third enemy is family friction. Some of you may think that, I just need to hustle hard, and not give time for my family, especially to my spouse, for my kids and other things. You know what? They are such an integral factor of your success, whether you like it or not. If you are giving your family as a second priority, you know what? Stop your business and go spend time with them for some time, okay? Because your family and your kids and your spouse, they are the ones who are going to really make your success worthwhile. What is the use of your success if you're just making money and you're ignoring the people who are the most dear to you? For me, I took a conscious call. I moved from Bangalore to Chennai just to support my wife. I could build my business, but I wanted to support my family first. I wanted the friction at home to be minimal. Okay, there's always going to be friction. Any husband and wife relationship, there's always going to be ups and downs. But one thing is, between me and my wife at this point, we never sleep over a fight. We always sort it out. We do have our differences in opinions, but we never sleep over it. So the key is to keep your family life friction free. There will be friction, but I'm not talking about the deep friction. That should not be there. Have a good atmosphere, because when you have a family that supports you, that loves you, that inspires you, you know what, your success is going to be 10 times more than you can ever imagine. Okay, so the third enemy is family friction. The fourth enemy, while growing your digital business, is completely isolating yourself. Yeah, you can say, we can build a business online, we can be 100% working from home, and I don't need to meet anybody. I can just do things through videos. I can just do everything sitting behind my laptop, and I don't want to meet any people. I want to be antisocial. You know what? That's also very, very dangerous for you. One of the reasons I go and speak at events, one of the reasons I go and meet a lot of people in large events is because, yes, I am building a business online. I'm doing pretty much 80-90% of my business in the online world, sitting at home. But I still need to meet people and physically interact with them. And even if not in the physical world, I am there for my tribe, for my community, every single Thursday, 7:30 p.m., answering questions, calling out people's names, engaging with people, even on a virtual, even in the virtual space, live. Okay, so isolating yourself is going to be dangerous, because you may think you're great. You'll go to a particular zone, and it's just a matter of time where you'll be forgotten. Okay, so the key is to be in the forefront and to serve your audience. Do not isolate yourself. This is the fourth enemy to building a digital business. The fifth enemy is lack of clear focus. One of my mentors, he says that time is not your most valuable asset. Everybody says, time is your most valuable asset. Time is your most valuable asset. He says, no, it's your focus. What you do in that time that matters the most. In fact, I did a survey for my community, and I asked them, what is your biggest challenge while growing an online business? I asked them, is it lack of money? Is it lack of time? Is it lack of personal accountability? Is it lack of health? Is it lack of family support? And you know what? The interesting thing is, most of the people that answered in the survey, they said that lack of personal accountability was the biggest challenge, which means that people are not able to manage their time really well. They're not able to manage their focus really well with so many distractions in the digital world. There are so many pop-ups happening on this device, right? So it's very, very important for you to be mindful, and the word mindfulness comes from being present with every single thing that you do. See, when I'm doing this video, I've just put this phone on silent. I'm not even going to look at my screen, and I have all my distractions cut off, because I'm here for you recording this video, and I want to be present at this point, and I want that to come out from my head, going into your head, and giving you this value in this video that I'm recording. Okay, so with whatever activity that you do, focus is important. If you're multitasking, you know what? That is worse than even smoking marijuana. Okay, your IQ is going to go lower by you multitasking, even as compared to people who are drug addicts. So be mindful of your time that you spend. In fact, once you're in my coaching system, I actually have a whole productivity system that I put together where I know exactly how much time one needs to spend. If you ask me right now, 3 days in a week I do not do any work. Okay, Monday, Tuesday I work. Wednesday is my day off. Thursday, Friday I work, Saturday is family day, Sunday is spiritual day. And even on the days that I work, I know exactly what I'm going to do in the first half and the second half and when I'm going to do my webinars. So I've actually structured my week in such a way that I know what I need to focus on. So your fifth enemy of success in the digital space is having lack of focus. Number 6 is not managing your money properly. Yes, you may be making money, but if you don't know how to manage money, it's not going to stay in for a long time. So one of my mentors, he talks about the TWCGO formula. T is for tax, W is for wealth, C is for charity, G is for general, and O is for operations. Okay, tax, you got to set aside 20 to 30% of whatever is the tax in your country. W is wealth, 10% of whatever you make, just keep it into a wealth account that you can go and start to invest and multiply your business. Okay. C is charity, 10% of whatever you make has to go to charities and causes that you believe and support in, because it's all about flow of the world, flow of the universe. So please set aside some money to give away. Give away that which you want to get more of. Always give in charity. Okay. G is for general, for your household needs, and O is for operations, for your business needs, and that covers your tools, your advertising costs, and other things. Okay. You'll learn more about this once you actually get into my coaching system. But here, the 6th enemy is if you are not managing your money properly, no matter how much money you make, it's not going to stick. Okay. And some of the most successful people in the world I know are great money managers. They're excellent at managing their money. That's number 6. Number 7, seventh enemy is perfectionism. Okay, perfectionism. Trying to make everything perfect. And I think you know what I'm talking about. There are actually 4 different types of entrepreneur styles. And I was watching this video by Valuetainment, Patrick David. He was saying that there are doers, talkers, controllers, and supporters. There are 4 kinds of entrepreneurs. Doers who are actually doing the stuff, talkers who like to talk a lot, controllers who want to keep everything under their wing, and supporters who like to just support from the back end. There are different types of entrepreneur styles. You may know what is your entrepreneur style. Okay, I have a bit of all of these, but I don't think I'm a controller type. I just like to set the system and I like to empower people to run the systems and empower and also set up systems to do a lot of automation. Okay. Now, if you don't know, if you want to know more about how I automate my business, just go to my YouTube channel, just search for Siddharth Rajshekar automation. And I have a video there where I talk about how to automate every aspect of your life. Okay. There's some areas you can automate, some areas you can delegate, some areas you can outsource. And then the most important things is what you got to do. Okay. When you do that, you'll be able to really be more efficient and productive. And you'll not really worry too much about perfectionism. So perfectionism is enemy number 7. Enemy number 8 is not learning daily. Now, the direct correlation to not learning is not being flexible, because those who are learners, their minds are always changing and evolving with what new possibilities are there. But those who are not learning, they pretty much end up becoming entrepreneurs who are not flexible, and they think this is the only way to do it. And before they know it, the market changes, the whole landscape changes, and they're in the Stone Age. So learning has a direct impact to growth. The more you learn, the more you can actually earn, and the more you are flexible, the faster it is. So one of my mentors, he says that you need to be fixed on your vision, fixed on your goal. Like, for example, my vision is to help 1 million people live a lifestyle of freedom on the internet. Now that is my fixed goal. But once I hit 1 million, I'll move that goal to the next higher level. Okay, I'm fixed on the vision, but I'm flexible on the methods to get there. Okay, so please be fixed on your goal, but flexible on how you get there. But the most people, they get this wrong. They're so fixed on the method and they're flexible on the goal, and that just ruins everything. Okay, so number 8 is not learning and not being flexible. Number 9, the 9th enemy is not upgrading your philosophy of doing business. See, everything has a philosophy connected to it, and you have to keep developing your own philosophy, and you need to keep upgrading your philosophy. See, when I started my business, my philosophy was, I want to make a lot of money. Okay. Then slowly the philosophy went into, okay, I need to become a knowledge giver. Okay. Then I upgraded that philosophy a little bit more. Okay, let me empower other people to give knowledge. Now my philosophy has evolved to a point, I want to really create the golden age. I want to really be the person who inspires knowledge givers to impact thousands of people, so that together we can create a much better planet. Okay. So my philosophy has always kept evolving, and from here it is going to evolve more and more and more based on the new paradigms and the new ideas that I'm getting from my mentors. So if you're not upgrading your philosophy of how you look at the world, then you're still going to be stuck with old paradigms, which may or may not work in the fast-paced age that we are in. Okay. And finally, enemy number 10 is not grounded, not grounded. And here I'm talking more when it comes to spirituality. And I believe that we are all human beings on a spiritual journey. Okay, sorry, we are not human beings on a spiritual journey, but we are spiritual beings in a human journey. And there's going to be an afterlife, and there's much more to this than than just this one life. Okay, many people have this philosophy, we just one life, make the best out of it, blah blah blah. But there's much more to it. The journey, if you go deep into core philosophies of various cultures, you'll understand that there's actually something much beyond it. So spirituality gives you a grounding that no matter what situation that you are in, no matter what success that you're also going through right now, you're after all a channel, you're after all an instrument that's who's playing a part. Okay, so having this kind of a grounding is going to really help you to not get over puffed up about yourself with a big ego and thinking that you're the greatest in the world. That will never exist if you understand that there's a higher paradigm to life beyond just what we see over here. So staying grounded, when I say grounded, it means being humble, acknowledging your mentors, acknowledging the fact that you're just a channel, and even whatever success that you may achieve, accept that. Yes, you have been a part of the journey of success, but pass it on to somebody who has actually helped you on this journey, and that way you stay grounded. Okay, most entrepreneurs fail because once they achieve even that little bit of success, it gets into their head and they think that I'm the best, I've done all of this myself, I'm the cause of all of this. And one variable changes, one market changes, once this thing changes, and their whole lifestyle and everything gets into a spin. Because then they realize that they are not in control. They played a part, but there are other factors also involved. So when you are grounded, it really helps you look at the long term. Okay, so these are the 10 enemies. Okay, and if you've been watching this video till now, and if you really found this really powerful and impactful, please hit the like button below and please share this video, because I'm going to give you a formula right now, a simple formula that I've been implementing in my life just to stay focused, which I got from my mentors. And here's a 3-step formula. The first step of the formula is get a mentor. Okay, because if you think that you're the best in everything, there's no use doing all of this. Okay, always have somebody who you can be accountable to, a mentor, a coach, a guide, somebody, even if they may not be in a physical, even find a virtual mentor. Like I have a mentor who does close to $1 million per month. So, and I have a mentor for every aspect of my life. I have a spiritual guru that I've surrendered to, and I keep sending him reports about my spiritual health, my spiritual progress. I have a mentor in my business side. Okay, and of course I don't have a relationship mentor, but my mentor in my business pretty much covers, I'm modeling him in all aspects of life. Okay, so get a mentor. Second formula is your daily habits matter a lot. Okay, be very mindful of what you do on a daily basis in terms of your physical habits, your mental habits, your emotional habits, and your spiritual habits. So physical habits, I would recommend that you go and work out, just walk for 30 minutes, 45 minutes a day, break that sweat. Mental habits, see if you can actually write down your goals every single day and be focused on where you really want to go. In fact, I listen to this audio called The Strangest Secret in the World by Earl Nightingale every single day, and that's really gives me a lot of mental strength. Emotional strength comes from family. Emotional strength comes from being with your kids. Okay, so you need to really stay connected with people who really that you care most about. So that's where you get your emotional strength from. And of course, spiritual strength comes from specific practices that you can do, meditation practices. For example, I do japa meditation. I chant the holy names of God every single morning, okay, on beads, 108 beads. It's a tulsi beads. So you can do whatever process that you want, which you feel connected with, but stay connected spiritually, because once you give food for your soul, then you give food for your emotion side, food for your mental side, food for your physical side, and your nutrition and your body and stuff like that. That's going to make you the most efficient entrepreneur in the digital entrepreneur that you can ever be. Okay, and the third principle is get real. Okay, sometimes we don't want to talk about, or we don't want to even confront the things which are not pleasing for us to hear. And it's always good to get real and ask feedback from people who are close to you, who know you, who care for you, and who give you straight talking advice right on your face. And it's good to have such kind of people in your life, so that they can talk to you and say what is real and what is not real. Because sometimes when you're building a business, you may think that you're doing the right things, but you may need a reality check from somebody else. So I have a couple of people like that who give me a reality check, including my own wife, who says, Sid, you're not doing this properly. Okay, maybe you're just going a little bit overboard on this, and I need that kind of reality check. It's good to have those kind of pointers in your life. So what I want to do is I'm going to give you two gifts. Okay, I have two special gifts to give you right now. Now, if you're watching this video on YouTube or on Facebook, whatever may be the case, I would like you to go to asksids.com. If you go to asksids.com and just type 10 enemies there, okay, without any space, 10 10 enemies, I'm going to give you this entire mind map so that you can refresh it and you will be able to have a download of this PDF, okay? The second gift that I have for you is I want to invite you to my next webinar that I do free, where I'm going to show you how I went from 0 to over 2 crores in digital product sales in my first year of launching my digital products by just adding value to people and by also attracting people through online courses. Because the e-learning industry is growing to a $325 billion industry by the year 2025. So if you're a knowledge giver, if you're an expert, if you're a coach, if you're an entrepreneur who wants to really make a difference in the world with the knowledge that you have, go to sids.co/freedom, and I'm going to be actually deconstructing my freedom business model, and I'm going to teach you how you can build a super profitable business without any office, without any employees, by leveraging the power of videos, by leveraging the power of courses and affiliate marketing and coaching and consulting, and building multiple layers of income streams for you as an expert. Okay, so I'll see you live. I hope you found this video useful. Please share this video and hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel, hit the bell button, get notified. I'm going to be launching more and more videos like this, every other day, and it's going to be highly valuable. Okay, so cheers, God bless, have a phenomenal day, and more power to you. Bye-bye.